Hello everyone and welcome to another replay commentary. Before I start with this replay, I want to recommend a different video to you. I recently, I think a week ago, did a dualcast together with WTii of a game between Grubby and Todd from 2008. And it is on WTii's Warcraft 3 channel right now, so in case any one of you has not subscribed to him and therefore hasn't seen the video, I recommend you to check it out, either by using the link you should see right now in the video, or the one I will put at the end of the video in case you want to watch this one first, or the one I will put in the video description. So anyways, as mentioned, I recommend you give it a shot and I hope you enjoy it. Getting back to this replay, this was a Laddergame which was played in March of 2006, and it is a Night Elf versus Human on Phantom Grove, which I have to admit I haven't played on or seen in a pretty long time, so yeah, I'm not really familiar with all the creep camps and the item drops anymore, or just the usual procedure on this map, so I'm not really sure how deep I can go into strategy in this commentary, but I hope I'll still get an enjoyable video out of it. So here on the top left spawn position in green is the Bulgarian human Insomnia, who starts with an altar first and the barracks, so nothing crazy coming from him right at the start. And his opponent in purple down here in the bottom left spawn position is the Croatian Night Elf Zeus, without a doubt the best Croatian Warcraft 3 player of all time, a former StarCraft Brood War player who played for Esports United when Reign of Chaos was the current game. Then in spring of 2003, Tillerman decided to give him the opportunity to join 4Kings, which he then did, and at 4Kings he definitely had the best time of his Warcraft 3 career, being one of Europe's best players in 2004, 5 and 6. And then in 2006 the biggest success in his solo career was the second place in the ESWC Grand Final, which he lost against Lucifer. By the way, in-base Agent of War from him, and a Demon Hunter first, so yeah, keeping in mind that this is early 2006, definitely nothing too unusual from Zeus as well. Then in 2007 he already became less active, he wasn't really too much of a help to 4Kings anymore, and then after 4Kings disbanded he played on for a couple of weeks at PGS before he then went completely into inactivity in the spring of 2008. So yeah, both the heroes have now come out. It seems like both the players are gonna go for those tiny little green camps in front of their main bases. Insomnia bringing only one militia to support his creeping here, which seems, yeah, which looks a little bit weird, but as it is, as just mentioned, a really tiny creep camp, it doesn't really make too much sense to bring a huge load of militia to support the creeping here. So Gauntlets of Ogre Strength for the Archmage Demon Hunter, who is, as just mentioned, creeping the same creep camp, does get the Slippers of Agility. And the Scout Wisp is now coming in. He's gonna see Insomnia yeah, having grabbed the little camp, and actually he sees Insomnia already pulling 5 militia, so he might go for a really quick fast expansion here at this creep camp, which is pretty easy, but it's only gonna give his Archmage a little bit over level 2, so he's gonna be far away from level 3 after creeping this yeah, natural expansion creep camp. At the same time, the Demon Hunter already finished creeping the same camp, did get the Ring of Protection +2. At the same time, the Archmage is getting the same items, so both players having no particular great items in this early game. Level 2 for the Archmage as well, and due to the lack of information, he has just yeah, taken down this water elemental in case the Demon Hunter was anywhere nearby, which is not, and Insomnia is now gonna see that with this Scout Peasant, who is probably not gonna survive here. Actually, the Demon Hunter walks just right by, so the Scout Farm is gonna come up, the Scout Peasant is gonna die anyways. And let's see, the Demon Hunter is getting to the shop in between those two bases, and he does not sell the ring, he's getting Boots of Speed, and the Archmage now sees the Demon Hunter, he will have to turn around. In the meantime, these archers are taking down the Scout Farm, so he's not willing to put up too much pressure immediately, and I think the Demon Hunter cannot get out of here this way. So this expansion is blocked by only this small gap, so this Demon Hunter cannot really do too much harassment without risking getting blocked in rather easily into this space behind the Town Hall. Demon Hunter also hasn't used any mana. He has skilled both his skill points already, so he might go for Immolation, but I wouldn't really feel like that's too sensible at this point. And I want to point out Insomnia clicked on the Demon Hunter when he walked right by here, and he probably saw this Ring of Protection, and as a reaction to that he sent 2 footmen over to the Night Elf's natural expansion, where he probably expected a quick Tree of Life, but yeah, he miscalculated there. Zeus did not put up a Tree of Life so far. He's going for that second Scout Farm right now. First Archer is taking quite some damage here. No dust for the human here as well, but yeah, the Night Elf player is gonna have a hard time putting too much pressure up against this expansion. The footmen are now being put back from the Night Elf's natural expansion, and yeah, Zeus, who's putting a lot of effort into killing those Scout Farms early on, has now taken down 2 of them. Insomnia is being supply blocked for a little bit, but I think it's not gonna have too much of an impact on the game. And right now, with 6 footmen already available and 2 water elementals out, Insomnia is easily gonna be able to chase the Night Elf away from the tavern here, and maybe even back a little bit further. Night Elf is now going into his own main base, and he's getting a Keeper second and double Ancient Floor. So judging from the timing and the amount of archers he built here, I would have expected him to pick up a Naga second at the tavern and go for some aggression on this expansion, because he really saved up his archers and a reasonable amount of HP as well until his tier 2 hit, and just maybe the timing was just really good for Insomnia to push the Night Elf back into his main base and keep him from putting up too much pressure. And maybe that's just a reaction to how this early game went to get the Keeper, but maybe then again it was just planned right from the beginning by Zeus. So the 1 Ancient Floor had to be cancelled. It's going to be delayed by a little bit. Let's see if the Night Elf is going to go for a quick tier 3 here. No, he spends gold into building another Moonwell, so he's going to stay tier 2 for quite a while here, otherwise that Moonwell wouldn't make any sense. So we're going to see quite a lot of Dryads here, I'm assuming. And the Night Elf army, just again wasted a bit of time chasing the human to the bottom right side of the map. That bought Insomnia some time. The first guard tower at the expansion is already up. The second guard tower will probably come up as well. And with the architecture of this, or the layout of this position, this expansion is really going to be hard to attack. And it seems like the Night Elf player is going to go for the main instead. And is Insomnia actually going to try and creep this right now? Like, if he creeps this, he's going to have to do some sick multitasking, because right now the Night Elf player is in front of his base. The archers are now catching up a little bit far behind. 1 arcane tower is already up here, and the guard towers, actually maybe Zeus could have cancelled those, but it seems like he may have missed the timing. 1 of them is up right now, the second one is under attack, and then the human immediately starts repairing here. As this is 1.20, the repair rate is still a little bit better. It seems like the tower is gonna fall anyways. And at the same time, Insomnia has started creeping here, and this wolf already has taken down 1 of the footmen. So yeah, this wolf is really putting Insomnia in some trouble, and he's gotta do some serious multitasking. As I just mentioned, the Keeper already has a Staff of Preservation, so this Demon Hunter isn't in any serious trouble in here. And it seems like the second guard tower is gonna fall now as well. Actually, the Keeper uses the staff on 1 of the Dryads right now, so the Demon Hunter will have to be careful. Some nice micro by Insomnia, saving 3 of his footmen at very low HP. He did get level 3, and they went after wind at this creep camp. And right now the Demon Hunter will be forced back. It's like everything is red, or at least orange, from Zeus. So he did some decent micro, but right now he's gonna have to try and get out of there without losing too much. And he uses the TP. Let's see how many units both the players are gonna lose in here. 3 archers going down from Zeus, and Insomnia only lost 1 more militia, I believe. I mean, look at this main base. This is a Huntress corps, but except for that, that's all peasants. So the Night Elf player has done some nice damage here. I think this was, like, one of them must be the footman from earlier, or maybe the corpse is already gone. But yeah, as mentioned, a lot of militia has gone down, a lot of damage has been dealt by the Night Elf player. And he's still staying tier 2. He's gathered a lot of Dryads. Let's see, did not buy a new TP. And at the same time, Insomnia is probably going to get a second expansion here rather quickly, so he's going for a little bit of a Lost Temple style here with getting 2 expansions before getting any serious sort of army here. Defense upgrade is now being researched. Mountain King second coming for the human player, who has only a couple of footmen, sending back a couple of peasants right now just to have them available to use militia form, I'm assuming. And yeah, it's not really gonna work out well, this fight for the human player. Mountain King comes out. The Archmage is taking a lot of damage. He still has a TP, which he's using right now to the main base. And yeah, Mountain King is getting his first mana burn as well. The Archmage is being blocked using the regeneration scroll, and I'm not sure if he's gonna get out. Entangle and mana burn secures the kill on this Archmage here. Mountain King barely has mana to use another bolt. The Demon Hunter had to be staffed, so there's not going to be any mana burn anytime soon. But a decent split with those Dryads, making it difficult for Insomnia to actually deal too much damage here. The bolt goes on the Keeper, and he closes this around. He's going to lose a couple more units, but the Keeper is going to fall as well. The Demon Hunter also coming in from the back again. Burn minus 14 mana, so not a particularly great mana burn. But he's focusing the Mountain King with all these Dryads, and it seems like the MK is going to fall as well. So it leaves only the Demon Hunter alive with about 50 HP. And yeah, Insomnia is trying his best here, but Zeus is doing a good job splitting these Dryads. I mean, he's taking a lot of backfire from the defense footman, so we see a lot of poison on those Dryads, and a lot of them are low HP, and it seems like he's actually gonna try to keep on pushing here. The farm, yes, eventually gonna fall right now, but at the same time, second expansion is running. First expansion from Zeus is coming up as well, and the Archmage is pretty obvious to be the first hero to be revived here, since he died a lot earlier than the Mountain King. Therefore, yeah, Zeus isn't gonna be surprised too much here by a hero that comes out, and it's not like he would lose his Demon Hunter immediately once the Archmage comes out. One thing I also want to point out, which earlier I sort of didn't mention, is there was an archer right here, and the Mountain King at like 77 mana or something, and he raised his hammer for a bolt, but he cancelled it just in order to yeah, get a smarter bolt later on the Keeper and get that kill. So that was yeah, pretty good decision by him. And double barracks, actually triple barracks, including this one, and a blacksmith, and he's already getting the range upgrade, and an arcane sanctum, so he's gonna go for a huge rifle caster army here, as it seems. 60 supply for Zeus at the moment, who is also almost tier 3 in the meantime. Rejuvenation casted on the Demon Hunter, a couple of bears already out, third one is coming right now. So the range upgrade is going to be done. It's really important to have these 600 range on the rifles instead of 500, because as you can see, the Dryads do have 500, and therefore the rifleman with the range upgrade can outrange the Dryads, which usually want to focus the casters in the rifle caster armies, and that makes micro a lot harder for the Night Elf players. So Zeus decides to continue pressuring the human here, and Insomnia is going tier 3 here rather greedily, and it seems like he's not even gonna bother defending here. He's just going to the opposite side of the map, wants to do some pressure on the expansion. Actually, he doesn't have a TP, so he's gotta be careful, and he's just probably gonna wanna win some time. And oh, never mind. Actually, Zeus doesn't have a TP, so this is horrible for Zeus. The way to the next job is rather far, and it seems like he's just gonna let this expansion go down, and that's gonna leave him with only his main base against 3 running mines from Insomnia. And Insomnia, as mentioned, is gathering rifle caster army right now. He's at 80 supply against 60. But yeah, the Night Elf has a tech advantage and a level advantage, so I'm not really sure how the fight is gonna go down. The expansion is falling now, and yeah, how well Insomnia is actually gonna be able to defend his main base here. If he does so, the Keeper has now been staffed. The staff has been transferred to the Demon Hunter, and he's getting a TP. But yeah, he should have brought it earlier, so that was really expensive for Zeus. And his gold income is so tiny right now compared to the one of Insomnia. And Insomnia is getting his army into position. Yeah, as mentioned, he's now slightly under 80 supply as he lost a couple of peasants here. Tried to evacuate the space, but yeah, well, as you can see, didn't work out too well.
Our town is under siege.
Yeah, level 3-1 against 4-3, almost level 5 Demon Hunter. One of the casters is being entangled here. Defense used on all those footmen. And yeah, let's see how the Night Elf player is going to decide to use his Dryads here. He's pulling them away from the Rifleman. Demon Hunter has to take most of the damage right now, but yeah, he's really good at doing so. Cyclone used on the DH right now. The first bear is also taking a lot of damage. And all those Dryads are focusing the defend footman, but I think it's a fine choice since only one caster is remaining, and that one is being ensnared anyways, and he doesn't want to have those Dryads fighting the Rifleman straight up. So most of the meat shield from the human has gone down right now. Some really nice micro from Zeus putting out the low HP Dryads. The Demon Hunter is in a bit of trouble though, but so is the Mountain King. Actually, both the heroes are really low HP. The Mountain King is gonna fall. The Demon Hunter is able to pull away at 50 HP. Next bear is coming in here, and actually I feel like he could have just walked by in his Druid shape, and actually, oh, Night Elf player is sending those low HP Dryads back. Micro mistake by him. He pulled them out so nicely earlier, and yeah, now it's just losing them. Actually, two more Dryads falling. So Zeus started this fight really nicely in the end. I think it was fairly even, which he doesn't really want to afford right now. He fought really well. Until he brought back these two low HP Dryads, and then he decided to try and focus the Archmage, chasing into the range of those Riflemen with another couple of Dryads, losing two more. So in the end, 4 Dryads going down. That's 12 supply lost unnecessarily. It's 72 supply for the human player right now against only 49 for the Night Elf player, and he hasn't tried rebuilding his expansion so far. Only 2,500 left in the main gold mine. But a lot of bears still for Zeus. Keeper almost level 4. Demon Hunter level 5.5 already though. And I believe, just see, he doesn't know about that second expansion yet. So he might be misjudging the situation here, and yeah, thinking that he's actually putting the human player in quite some trouble, and yeah, that the human player just barely held on to his main base right now with one expansion standing. But as you can see on the minimap, he's even taking a third expansion already, creeping now with the Demon Hunter and the Keeper, actually getting a Tome of Experience, and that's gonna get this Demon Hunter a little bit closer to level 6. Hood of Cunning isn't really the greatest item of the ones available from this creep camp. So yeah, as you can see, a third expansion for Insomnia already. So he's gonna have a huge gold income extremely soon. And once again, Zeus includes his Demon Hunter into the creeping here. And yeah, as just mentioned, the Hood of Cunning, not the greatest item. Actually, the Keeper can't really use agility, the Demon Hunter can't really use intelligence, and therefore the other two +4/+4 items would have definitely been better for the Night Elf. Or just, you know, an aura or something, or pendant of mana, for example, would have definitely been a lot better than the Hood of Cunning. So I'm not really getting the point of Zeus' strategy right now. I mean, he's creeping his army together with his Demon Hunter, who's already level 5, and he's not getting another expansion attempt anywhere. And as you can see, Insomnia is already up at 90 supply against actually 70, so the Night Elf is not that far ahead. He did get 2 Mountain Giants here. and it's going to continue creeping. Yeah, if you keep in mind that the human player has 4 gold mines running compared to only 1 of the Night Elf, and if you add a couple of lumber pests as well, army-wise the human shouldn't be too far ahead right now, and level-wise he's down by a lot. He's at 5-2 against 5.5, and after this one also 5, and another Tome of Experience, so this Demon Hunter will almost be level 6 already. So actually, yeah, that's a fair enough strategy. Just get tons of Tome of Experiences and get your Demon Hunter to level 6 without even fighting the opponent's army. So yeah, obviously some really lucky item drops here for Zeus. But yeah, that puts him in, you know, concerning the upcoming fight, in not too bad of a position. He's gonna need 1 unit kill, and he's gonna be level 6 on this Demon Hunter. He is at 70 supply already, which is not, you know, which is not too bad of an army. Keeper also needs 1 kill to get level 5. Let's see, he's killed Thorn's Aura, as it seems. Yeah, Thorn's Aura, level 2. And Insomnia also continues creeping. So we have 1 illusion of the Archmage. He probably wants to see where the Night Elf player is gonna try to get his counter expansion, but he still isn't. Energy Pendant for the Keeper, obviously pretty nice. And the main is already about to run out. Nature's Blessing has already been resourced, so he's definitely gonna want to try and walk this Tree of Eternity. Yeah, probably here, maybe here. And the Keeper is getting a Tome of Retraining right now, so he's not skilling the Thorn's Aura anymore. So he's going for Forces of Nature and Entangle. That's interesting. Meanwhile, the human is having Breakers, Knights, Tri-Hero in the meantime. The Mountain King is level 4. And the position seems rather nice for the human here. Maybe is lacking mortar teams. First, Forces of Nature actually level 3. Used right now, immediately dispelled. The Mountain Giant is taking a lot of damage here now. I'm assuming he used Taunt, and Insomnia didn't really bother remicroing his units down here. Demon Hunter reached level 6 by now using the Metamorphosis, and this fight is going really well for the Night Elf so far. Mountain King burned at minus 74 mana, so really nice in time. And yeah, a lot of mini units down here have already gone down. Lots of Breakers, lots of Knights as well. There's only a little bunch of units left for the human player. 1 Holy Light going on the Mountain King, but it's only level 1, so it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Invul Potion passed to the Mountain King, and the Paladin is going to fall here. Keeper already close to level 6 as well, and this fight couldn't have gone a lot better for the Night Elf player. The Invul Potion here still lasts, so the Mountain King is going to survive, but Insomnia lost almost everything and he killed almost nothing. While yeah, Zeus was a little bit over 70 supply, I'm assuming. I didn't check right before the fight, but he didn't have any gold income, so he must have lost like, you know, 2 bears or something, like I'm guessing 8 to 10 supply. Meanwhile, the human was at, last time I checked, 89, so I'm assuming somewhat close to 100 supply, and he lost tons of units. Right now he also got double workshop. I mean, you really have to be glad that Insomnia doesn't just decide to build 6 workshops and build, you know, a huge bunch of tanks, because he definitely has the economy to support it with even a 5th expansion going up in the meantime. So yeah, the castle has gone down. Insomnia is for now back to tier 1, but he has all his important production facilities at his 1st expansion already. And at the same time, yeah, he is going for a little bit of a counter push. He definitely is not gonna want to start fighting here, so he will probably have to use the TP, which he is doing right now. Keeper has also reached level 6 in the meantime. So we're probably gonna see some tranquility at some point. Archmage does not get a new TP. Just turn around to the shop not to buy a TP, still 940 left in here. And yeah, right now Insomnia is always going to be able to scout really nicely with the flare, as you can see, just revealed right here. Wow, actually that's a long time. Yeah, now it's over. And yeah, he's already back up to 280 supply. Also still 2000 gold saved up. Not started his tech anywhere. No, he's attacking at the very top right corner of the map, which still has not been scouted by Zeus. Look at Zeus' scouting, it's really ridiculous what he's doing here. Like if you compare it to some of the top games I've already casted, where you know the players are always scouting everywhere. You know, he's just seen this expansion and the rest he's got no clue about what's going on right here. So 3 more expansions than he actually definitely knows about. And yeah, since the Tree of Eternity is gone, the Knighted player is gonna have to walk back to his main base. But yeah, Insomnia is gonna have to pull back in time, because as mentioned, he doesn't have a TP's arc, which is still far away from level 6, and he definitely does not want to fight here against a Metamorphosis DH and level 6 Keeper as well.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So Mana Burn goes on the Archmage, and actually is he going to try to fight here against the Moonwells? And now Demon Hunter uses the Metamorphosis, the human player starts running away, and Tangle goes on the Archmage, taunt used by one of the Mountain Giants here, invisibility on both of the heroes, also both the Archmage and the Mountain King. And yeah, 1 Rifleman and 1 Mortar team are gonna fall here, but that's gonna be it. Insomnia pulling back to his first expansion, where he's already gathering up a lot more units. He has just broken into high upkeep again, for some reason not continues to produce though. And he's putting out the next couple of peasants to probably get an expansion. Actually, this hasn't been cracked yet, so maybe here. And the DH, yeah, just marching forward, and he's gonna catch those on the way to wherever they wanted to go, because on the right side there hasn't been anything cracked so far. But at the same time, a second expansion is also coming up for Zeus, who still is way down supply-wise, but yeah, he's gonna try to catch up, at least income-wise. And you know, the human player having 4 expansions, definitely nice, but he's been in high upkeep for quite a while already, and he hasn't really got a fight or anything. But you know, that doesn't make a lot of sense strategically, because usually you want to break into high upkeep and then, you know, just get a fight as quickly as possible to yeah, not lose too much gold to high upkeep. But again, I think strategically this game doesn't make a huge load of sense anyways. So I'm assuming they are again gonna trade TPs. There's no way Insomnia wants to fight already. And the priest does survive for now. And those Treants, they are just everywhere doing some scouting. So finally Zeus has a serious clue of what's going on. But yeah, yet again with those heroes he has been able to stabilize rather successfully. As just mentioned, he is still down supply wise, but his second expansion is gonna start running in just a couple of seconds. But then again, you have to give credit to Insomnia for yeah, not just laming here with lots of workshop units, but yeah, to actually try and make this yeah, an interesting game with the actual fights. And there he's going straight for the Keeper. He does have a health zone, which he should probably use right now. There's still also a staff on the Demon Hunter. So yeah, the Keeper is out of the fight for now. There's not really a lot of blocker units for Insomnia though. He has a lot of mortar teams, quite some casters, but only 1 knight remaining as well as 1 breaker. The first mortar teams start going down here. Keeper is now back in the fight. Next forces of nature are being summoned. The next mortar team is also about to fall, but a little bit of damage output wasted by Zeus as well, as he's chasing after those mortar teams with all his slowed bears. and yeah, it seems like the Night Elf player should still be ahead in this fight, just thanks to his Demon Hunter. He might be able, Insomnia might be able to kill a couple more bears. The Keeper now coming in for the Tranquility. Actually, yeah, there is no mana on the Mountain King, who had just recently been burned here, and it seems like both Immortal Teams are going for another Knight is being staffed, and now the TP comes, and yeah, Zeus nicely reacts, cancels the Tranquility here just to make sure the Immortal Team goes down. I think the Demon Hunter would have just killed it as well, but yeah, it was just a nice little reaction to make sure he gets the kill. So the Night Elf player is now stabilized at 2 expansions. This one has been killed earlier and is now being rebuilt, and at the same time he has built another expansion here down in the bottom left corner. So yeah, we're really seeing the reversed situations of many games before, where usually the human player has the superior army and the Night Elf player is really having a hard time engaging, but yeah, the Night Elf player keeping himself in the game by having lots of expansions. In this game, Insomnia is just expanding all over the place, while yeah, obviously having a tough time getting this level 8 in the meantime. Demon Hunter down, and yeah, the Keeper also is approaching level 7 already. Yeah, at the same time, yeah, Mountain King and Paladin continue to be crept up. Mountain King is gonna reach level 5 as well, so yeah, really crucial level for him, obviously. Scourge Bone Chimes, I'm assuming probably gonna sell it. I mean, he's got a couple of knights, but yeah, it's not really helping him too much, as the majority of his army is yeah, made out of ranged units. So it seems like Zeus wants to go on the aggressive again, checking one of the not used expansion positions, and actually Insomnia, he just doesn't bother, he just keeps expanding all over the map. So this one is about to run out. This first one has already run out. This one has 7,000 left. This one I think still hasn't been scouted yet. No, he's reached tier 3 again, by the way, and this one might get killed again, but I think he doesn't have the time to. He does immediately use his TP here, and I'm assuming the human player will once again just exchange TPs. He is definitely making the better trades here, as he's got somewhat like double income compared to the Night Elf right now, with this one is gone, 2, 3, and soon 4 expansions running compared to the 2 of the Night Elf player. But yet again, he is in high upkeep, and that's usually the phase of the game where you want to get into a fight and not win time by exchanging TPs. So yeah, as nice as this looks, having expansions all over the place, he's wasting, or he's having lots of supply occupied just by having peasants, because yeah, obviously he needs 5 for every expansion, and yeah, quite some more to gather lumber. So being up by 16 supply right now doesn't necessarily mean that his army is in any way superior to the Night Elf. So Zeus is chasing in on yeah, the newest expansion of Insomnia, and we'll see if he is gonna try to actually defend this. So he's heading down towards the bottom right corner of the map, and it seems like he's actually gonna try to yeah, get into a fight right now. So Metamorphosis as well as Tranquility should be ready. The MK has full mana though, so yeah, Tranquility should not be used immediately. And yeah, we'll see what the human player is going to try and focus here right away. The Dryads are trying to run forward onto those casters and mortar teams, but they're taking lots of damage here. Metamorphosis has been used, the Fairy Dragon now into flare form, doing quite some nice damage on those casters. And yeah, the Demon Hunter, yeah, continues doing damage on those, and lots of casters immediately are going down. At the same time, the MK has now been burned out of mana. There's going to be one bolt available just now. The Keeper has already been staffed, it seems. I guess I missed it, since we can see him down in the former main base at the minimap. The Archmage has now reached level 6, and I think there's not really a lot the human player can do to hold this expansion, so he is using for the first time the mass teleport to get out of that situation. The Demon Hunter just seems too powerful at the moment, and therefore this bottom right corner expansion is gonna go down. But we see already a bunch of peasants again moving across the map, probably to this gold mine, which is one of 2 gold mines that are not occupied at the moment. And yeah, as just mentioned, there's nothing the human could have done anymore to hold this expansion, but he doesn't necessarily need to, and he decides to go for another push at the former main base. So there's lots of moonwells here, which yeah, are fragile to this attack. He does have a TP available just in case he needs it. The keeper is yeah, rather far up front, so he will probably be able to cancel potential upcoming mass teleport, but there's not even the mana right now on the Archmage, and he has been burned, so yeah, he's gonna have to use the TP. There's just no way he's gonna be able to fight right now. Entangle goes on the mortar team, but that's not gonna fall thanks to Holy Light. And Insomnia just TP'd to yeah, the town hall right next to this Night Elf main base. Zeus has not scouted this, or yeah, but he will right now with the treants, and this treant will also scout the expansion, which is just coming up, or is he? Or rather close, but he does not see it. But it seems like he's just gonna fly over with his fairy dragons, and still hasn't seen it. Oh well, now he has. So yeah, another nice little pick-off on the way. The Archmage is gonna get a new TP here, and he's still saved up 2,000 gold. He's got yeah, quite some lumber problems, which is not at all surprising, keeping in mind how much gold income he has. But Zeus at the same time keeps sending treants over and over again, and yeah, those will start doing some serious damage to this economy at the bottom left expansion. The Night Elf again has TP'd in here, and the human will have to use his TP, using it to this expansion just to make sure his peasants stay alive, but he has to make sure his mortar teams don't accidentally kill the peasants with their splash damage. But yeah, he successfully does so, so no peasant has gone down so far. And as it seems, maybe another expansion for Zeus.
Your building is complete.
And Insomnia, for now, he's saving up at 80 supply. Yeah, there is the third expansion coming. Let's see, the first expansion, still plenty of gold remaining. While this one also 3,500. No more gold mined out of the main after it went down. Actually, the Archmage is pretty far away, so he's taking quite some risk here. So yeah, now pulling this army back. Yeah, there's the Archmage coming in, but one entangle going on one of the knights. The rest of the human army is pulling back by foot, so he's not gonna try to fight here, obviously, but he doesn't use any TP or mass teleportation to get out. That's gonna cost him 2 knights. He's gonna get the DH probably to level 9. No, not quite, but almost. Oh, and with a sneaky peasant, he just started building a tower here. And that is not visible to Zeus, and he can use mass teleport at any point over there if he wants to apply pressure against this Tree of Life.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
So this one here will have to be cancelled. Perfect timing by Insomnia. And now, yeah, as mentioned earlier, now he can just use the mass teleport to the scout tower. The shop is gonna fall immediately. There is a TP on the DH, but he decides to run. And yeah, I'm curious to see whether or not he's gonna be able to hold this Tree of Life. So the Night Elf army is now coming in from the back. Mana burn goes on the Archmage, so he cannot use mass teleport, and he's using the TP. The mortar teams, oh, might have been a bit of a mistake. He was making sure the mortar teams survived, and therefore he moved them instead of continue to shoot at the Tree of Life. He maybe would have gotten it. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think would have had decent chances. And he's still... no, now he saw this tower and he will just be able to cancel it with one of his fairy dragons. So Mountain King also level 5.5 in the meantime, but Zeus has been able to get up to 80 supply. He's gonna continue harassment here with his DH and the Keeper. But yeah, Insomnia makes good use of his increased mobility now, keeps on striking the Night Elf bases left and right, always yeah, where the Night Elf army isn't, and therefore yeah, wasting a lot of Zeus's gold. And in the meantime, he's going back up to 100 supply, getting yeah, some more knights, breakers, mortars.
Our town is under siege. Our town is under siege.
And as I wanted to mention earlier, if this had been a tournament game or something more important than a ladder game, he might have just gone for some workshop units and finished it off way more quickly against those superior Night Elf heroes. But yeah, since it's a ladder game, he might be just wanted to have some serious fight. And actually the Town Hall doesn't go down, the TP occurs here, and Tangle goes on the Archmage, and he doesn't carry a TP, so I'm assuming he wanted to use the mass teleport here. And yeah, that could really backfire on him right now. And Tangle goes on the Archmage as well as the Holy Light. He brings a priest to dispel his own invisibility, but immediately recasts it with one of his sorceresses. So he probably just ordered this priest to dispel the entangle, but he was too far away. So yeah, he is losing that priest in return, but he's gonna be glad it was only the priest and not the Archmage, for example. And he's up at 100 supply compared to 80 from Zeus. And after 41 minutes, these creeps finally wanna take part in this game as well, and Zeus does them the favor, and yeah, just quickly gonna take those down. And the army is actually pretty impressive at the moment for Insomnia, so yeah, that's definitely his time to fight, especially as two of his income sources are gonna run out. The Demon Hunter here at the shop is probably gonna get backstabbed by the Mountain King, and let's see if he's gonna be able to buy something quick enough. He sells the gloves of claws of attack and gets those gets the TP, doing the mana burn on the Mountain King, but he still has the mana and he will be forced to TP. Also, if you notice, he just quickly clicked the Mountain King just to make sure that the TP was really necessary, but yeah, he saw 115 mana, and therefore he just had to use the TP, and now he's gonna be forced to engage, which he definitely doesn't want to do. Bolt goes on the Keeper, but nicely dodged with the Invul Potion here. First taunt already used by one of the Mountain Giants, and once again Insomnia is spending a lot of time focusing that Mountain Giant. The Keeper is not able to get through to the back of his army. The Demon Hunter now joining the fight, and yeah, first Mountain Giant is finally going down. The rest of those is now standing in between those weak mortar teams, forcing them to move. The Keeper again is being focused, and he will have to be staffed just in time at about 90 HP. Next taunts being used by those Mountain Giants, but now yeah, the entire human army is just focusing this Demon Hunter, who has nothing more to protect him. The Archmage still has a TP, but he decides not to use it. The Mountain King, invisible, is standing ready here with about 117 mana, and he throws the bolt at the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter does fall. Level 6 for the MK, who will soon have mana for yet another bolt. Level 5 for the Paladin as well. A lot of stuff is low HP from the human player, but actually the Night Elf is the one who's getting in trouble, and the next bolt hits the Keeper, and the Griffin Rider is just throwing the hammer in the Keeper's face, killing both the Night Elf heroes here. But yeah, thanks to his 2 expansions running, a third one is even up. Zeus was able to get to almost 2000 gold here, and he rebuys both his heroes at the tavern. Insomnia would have also have the gold available to get the Archmage back and just safely TP out. Now he lost another 2 units. Taunt goes on the Mountain King, and actually quite a slow reaction here by Insomnia before he gets, wow, before he gets his Mountain King to turn around again. And yeah, with the next 75 mana, throwing the bolt here on the keeper, but the damage output was not enough. The keeper at 14 HP survived this bolt. Insomnia just wanted to do more to get another expansion up here, but yeah, now he saw that Tree of Life, but there's not really a whole lot remaining for Zeus. Demon Hunter almost level 10. Yeah, if you compare it to this human army, which is still using flares everywhere on the map just to get some reveal done, and he reveals that there are chimeras gonna be produced in a little while by Zeus. So that's some really important information for him. Guessing he also revealed probably down here. But I think, is he out of gold income? He's producing this expansion with 1 peasant, this one with 3. But yeah, all the top expansions are gone by now. So right now the human player is sitting at 85 supply without gold income. So let's just see, is he building an expansion here? No, it doesn't seem so.
Job done.
And his bank has melted. He's down to 175 gold. He was at 4,000 gold. And yeah, he spent it all. He doesn't have income right now, but he's getting 3 expansions at the same time. Actually, this one just starts running right now. And yeah, going for the attack on this Tree of Life. And yeah, it seems like Zeus is not gonna fight here. He starts producing those 2 chimeras, and I'm assuming he's not gonna wanna get in the fight before those finish. 7 on the monkey as well. I think he got it when he killed the keeper in the previous fight. So yeah, he just keeps sending here. Demon Hunter almost level 10, and he's just gonna wait for those chimeras to get out. Also adding a hippogriff into the army right now, even more than 1 hippogriff. I mean, the previous fight there was already 1 griffin, and since he probably saw the flare going on those chimera roosts, he knows that very possible counter for those chimeras are lots of flying machines, and therefore well-tagged hippogriffs are yeah, definitely a viable unit to go for. But let's see what's Insomnia doing. Seems like he wants to poke in on this main base again. The first 2 chimeras are out right now. And yeah, he's just sending more and more treants over to this bottom right expansion to do some harassment. But yeah, there's basically no anti-air for Insomnia right now, so there's no way he can fight against 2 chimeras. So he's gonna have to try and get out of there. He uses the ultimate. The keeper was just reaching out for the entangle. He was already doing the animation, so just a tiny bit too late. And actually the ultimate has gone to the right side here next to the Tree of Life. That's actually a great move here by Insomnia. And the Demon Hunter reached level 10, but the Tree of Life has gone down. And Insomnia making great use of his increased mobility right now, and he's even catching the Tree of Eternity on its way. And the Night Elf player is heading over as quickly as he can, but I think there's not really a lot he can do to keep this Tree of Eternity alive. And the Archmage just in time, using the mass teleport to get away. Yeah, 1 more Knight is gonna fall. Keeper is gonna get some more experience. So the Night Elf with level 10 and 8 on his heroes now, compared to level 6, 7 and almost 6 on the Paladin as well. And actually, as there are lots of Knights and Mortar teams, might not even be the worst situation for the Paladin's ultimate. Yeah, he realized the human being there with the scout wisp that just got killed, and therefore turning around, still 78 supply against 74, so that's still not that much of a difference. And actually, yeah, he should just try and get out of there again. So I think Insomnia might be a little bit overly aggressive. I mean, he definitely wants to make sure that he maintains his income advantage. I mean, this one is just gonna get harassed to death now, and basically probably just killed by the Night Elf army, while the DH is going to the shop, selling the Hood of Cunning, so he's back at 455 gold, and now he just put a Tree of Life in production down here. But yeah, Insomnia doesn't really need to do anything. He just he can just use Flare on the expansion positions over and over again. Basically, there are only two: this one and this one, where the Town Hall just went down, and actually this one as well. But this is rather easy to keep track of. He just needs that flying machine, you know, to stand like here and have vision. And actually now he's getting lots of flying machines. Now he's just preparing for that final fight. Meanwhile, obviously, Zeus is still out of gold income and he can't add any further units. You see 7 flying machines out already.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Some more flare, was it here? No, the flare was actually here. And he did scout this anyways though. And actually one militia just passed by those 2 trees, and it seems like Zeus did pay attention. He turns around, but I think he might not be able to prevent the ultimate here. And what's he doing? He's just flying out of range with those flying machines. Not sure if that was intentionally. So ultimate used by the Demon Hunter, maybe a little bit of an overreaction, and Insomnia is just going for the snipe on this Tree of Life and immediately TPs out afterwards. So he still doesn't want to fight. I'm not sure if he maybe pulled those copters out of range on purpose so the Night Elf player wouldn't see them, but it's not like he has the gold to, you know, get a lot of hippogriffs just to counter those. So I don't really see the point of not bringing them with him. But that was a nice little teleport move just to snipe the Tree of Life and just keep his opponent out of gold income. While at the same time still mining from 2 expansions. Basically, oh actually this one is still alive. Insomnia mining like more than half of the map. It seems like now he is preparing for the big push. I mean, right now is obviously a good timing because the Demon Hunter's ultimate is on cooldown. I mean, he could just sit back and you know, try and just defend his own expansions and get back up to 100 supply. And yeah, get an even bigger army advantage. But since the Night Elf is getting his expansion back a second time, did he scout this? Let's just wanna see. No, actually, seems like he didn't. Yeah, this seems just like the proper timing to push and finish him off. So level 7 Mountain King is invisible, so he's gonna be able to throw a pretty surprising bolt on whatever unit he wants. So yeah, ultimate from the Demon Hunter should be on cooldown. Bolt hits the DH here, Immolation, level 3 used, Tranquility used, the Avatar from the Mountain King used, and the Keeper, yeah, will be forced to cancel this ultimate rather soon, which is just now. Staff of Preservation used on the Keeper. Both the Night Elf heroes are ridiculously low on hit points, and there's still bolt for mana for 1 more bolt on the Mountain King, and he used that to kill the level 10 Demon Hunter. GG by by Zeus in a very confusing game, in my opinion. You know, usually there's sort of a red line most of the games more or less follow, but this game was just completely weird and out of line with, let's see, yeah, with Insomnia actually mining 20,000 gold more than Zeus, but also losing 21,000 gold more than Zeus to upkeep. So yeah, keeping in mind that this was a ladder game, I'm not really a fan of complaining too much about those weird strategy choices, especially Insomnia made. But also Zeus was just creeping his Demon Hunter and Keeper together without trying to even get an expansion against a human who has way superior income. And I'm guessing those Tome of Experiences were just, or Tomes of Experience were just the one factor that actually drew the game
as long as it lasted in the end. But yeah, as just mentioned, I'm not really one to complain too much about those factors, and yeah, I'll just usually see the upside and enjoy a really entertaining 52-minute game with Insomnia winning in the end. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it, and bye.